guys. Fish on the board. It's all tangled up in my net. But need pliers for that one. Not a bad little fish. He smoked this crankbait here. Yeah, let me dig this out and I'll get back with you. Sorry, I need to get my shit together. We're here at Badin Lake, however you pronounce it, in the Uwharrie National Forest, near Asheboro, North Carolina. It's still early in the morning. It's about 6 something. Got my first fish on like my 5th cast. I hooked up with a small one just right here to where I've now floated, and he came off. And then a couple minutes later, caught this guy. So let's get him photoed, get him measured, and get back in there. 14 1/4. So take that for a first fish, and another one just jumped right there. Take that for a first fish, and let's keep it going. Well guys, I would have my limit. I just lost another fish right here off this rocky point on a crankbait. So it's still early morning, and I would have a limit. I haven't lost those 2 fish. First one I lost was it was smaller. This one I didn't get a good look at, but felt like a decent fish. So all on the Lil John 50, the computer chip bill. So looks like they might be liking that this morning. First one I caught off of a isolated stick sticking up out of the water. The other 2 I've caught off these big rocky boulder rock type areas. Like I said, we're here at Badin for CKA event number 5. Once again, it's about 2 hours away from my house, so didn't get an opportunity to come up here and pre-fish. So it's the first time I've ever been here. Kind of going about it blindly. My grandpa didn't know a ton. Oh, there's one short strike now. Might be a little white bass. I don't know what that is. Is that a bass? I don't know what that is. I don't think it's a bass. And I don't want to get hooked, but his mouth is like, see? His mouth is like pinned shut by the crankbait. So stupid thing off here and I'll get back with you guys. He won't open his friggin' mouth. Stupid thing. This son of a gun here is going to hook me. I'm about to get angry with this little fella. He's jacked his eye up too. Like I said, I tried to talk to my grandpa. He hadn't been here all that often. Stop. He hadn't been here since the 70s, I think he said. It's not a bass. So he didn't know a ton. He had a buddy that runs the Fishers of Men Piedmont division, which fish out here. They're actually here today. I just asked him about the lake. He didn't really tell me any spots to hit. He just said it's always been a pretty good jig lake and a shaky head lake, and to fish rocks and docks. Got those on, but hadn't really been throwing them. Started out with a buzz bait. And the crankbait, and a shaky head a little bit, but every bite I've had has been on this crankbait, which is right up my alley. So stick with that, see how that goes. I've seen plenty of rock, haven't seen any docks yet, so, and don't see any. So I don't know if there's docks in this area. Like I said, this lake is in or right on the edge of a national forest. So there's an update. One 14¼ inch fish and lost 2. Let's keep rocking. Hopefully this bite will keep up. It's good to be back out on the water. I mean, I think this is only my 3rd time fishing since leaving the national championship at Kentucky Lake. Haven't been fishing a whole lot. Haven't pre-fished for the tournaments. Got a new schedule at work, and just some stuff going on that been busy, so it's good to be back out here. Man, they're short striking today. The 2 fish I lost, I didn't feel the strike all that good. The first one, I wasn't sure what I had, if I was just pulling a stick through the water, because I threw it right around a tree, stick up. So I wasn't sure what I was really, there was no fight. It's like it just went dead, and then when it got close to the boat, it jumped up and did a good head shake and threw the hook. The fish I caught hammered it pretty good. And that last one I lost, I felt the fish. It didn't hammer it, but I felt it Just didn't crank into it good enough, I don't think. Hey guys, I lost another fish. So I've caught one, lost three. This one I lost on a shaky head, again by some big old rocks on the bank. I set the hook, it jumped and tried to shake me. I still had it hooked. It fought good, got by the boat, dove, fought with it, and it broke free while we were fighting. So I'd be doing alright if I could land some of these fish. Well, there's fish here. Oh, I say, where there's look, now you got your gills. Where there's these darn things, man. Love to wanna hook somebody. Get on my nerves. Look, you gonna rip your darn eyeball out. God knows. They act so stupid. There's a heron or an osprey that was in this tree I'm under. I ran him off. He just took off again. He's about 20 yards up. He's feeding on something. So I threw the crankbait around. There's some timber sticking out up here. Got that stupid thing. Oh, that ain't a fish. I fought a tree, folks. So weary now after that first fish. I didn't think it was a fish. I thought I was reeling in a stick, and paid the price for that. He got away. There we go. Alright, guys. Anytime you get hung up, always check your bait and make sure everything's good with it. Yeah. Need to land some darn fish. I would like to catch more than one fish at a tournament this year. Well guys, still just the one fish, and lost the three. Those were really important points that I needed, those fish I lost. Even with the bad season I've had, they updated the Angler of the Year points and I was only like 37th or something. And of course the top 25 make our championship, and then, you know, if you're in the top 20, there's a pretty good shot you're gonna qualify for the national championship. Last year I was 17th and I qualified, because there are several people in the top 20 that have already qualified for the national championship. so their slots would roll down. So if I could get in the top 20 in the final Angler of the Year standings, I stand a chance to qualify for the national championship again. And like I said, with the bad year I've had and only still sitting in 37th, man, a 3 fish limit today would have made a huge difference in points as opposed to the 1 fish I have on the board right now. So my tough season continues. I mean, the day started out good. Within my first 5 casts, I had a fish on and lost it. Right there shortly after that, I caught that fish I landed. Alright fish, 14 something. Then I went on to lose 3 more fish. And I haven't had a bite since 11 something. So we don't have much longer left on the day. It's probably less than an hour. So frustrating day again. Tough season continues. I think I've almost lost everything in this boat today. I almost lost a rod about 3 times. Almost lost my brand new paddle. It's the first time I'm using it. Almost lost it. I almost fell out. It's tired. This was about a 2-hour drive for me. Didn't get a lot of sleep. I was up late. Packing and getting ready for today, and then had to get up at 3 a.m. and hit the road. So it was hot, tired, my back hurts, getting old. So I'll probably end it right here unless I catch another fish, guys. So thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check me out on Instagram at Kayak Daddy. And please send me some encouragement because I need it. See you guys later.